C1 y1 plus C2 del y by del r at r equal to r1. Plus one root is corresponding to 1r, one y1 will be there, and comes to second r, we get second linear independent solution y2 equal to ux y1. After simplification, y2 will come del y by del r at r equal to r1. So general solution of the given differential equation is y equal to C1 y1 y1 plus C2 in place of y2 it will be del y by del r at r equal to r. This case has been discussed and I hope you have been whether you have got the solution of this one. Whether
Yes, sir.
anyone have tried to find the solution of this one? We reached up to this position. We assume y equal to summation a n x to the power n plus r be a solution of the equation 1, and hence this y satisfied this equation. It means x y double dash plus y dash minus xy equal to 0. So x, it means it is going to become x power n plus r minus 1. Second term is okay, and third term is x power n plus r plus 1. You may think first and second summation can be combined together. So what we can say, this implies we may add these two summations because the initial point is same as well as the power of x is same. So x to the power n plus r minus 1. So it may be taken common. An can be taken common. So and n plus r will also taken common. So n plus r minus 1, then plus 1. So it will give us n plus r. That n plus r minus 1 plus 1. That will be minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. So it plus r. So ultimately, what will happen when we combine both summation? Then it becomes n plus r whole square a n x to the power n plus r minus 1, and this term will be cancelled out. Okay, it has been combined with this one. So now we have two summations, but our goal is to reduce in one summation. So just for a moment, check it. But the first term of this one, when you will use n equal to 0, then first term will come r minus 1. When n equal to 1, then r, n equal to 2, then r plus 1, and so on. So it is going to start from r minus 1, but when you will think about this term, then this term is going to start from x power r plus 1. So what this indicates that two terms are extra in this summation. Again, I am repeating. This summation is starting from r minus 1 because n is 0, then r minus 1. So r minus 1, r, I am writing here, r minus 1, then r plus 1, then r plus 2, and so on. So in this summation, r is start like this one. It means power of x is start like this one. But when we are going to talk about the second summation, then power of x is going to start from r plus 1, then r plus 2, and so on. So please think, it means what this indicates that two terms is extra in first summation. So those terms can be separated. It means what we can do, we can write separate two terms from here, it means n equal to 0. So if n equal to 0, so what will happen? First term is like this one, n equal to 0. So it means r square, simply r square, r square. Then an, it means a naught, n is 0, it means this one, plus second term. Second term means n is 1, so 1 plus r square, here 1, and 1 minus 1, it means it will be r only. Then plus, now this summation will start from n equal to 2, because 0 and 1 has been separated from here, 2. So now this summation and this summation is going to start from r plus 1. But we can't add these two because the initial points is not same. So to make them same, I hope you all know what we can do. In second summation, we can replace n by n plus 2. So n plus 2, here n plus 2, and then n plus 2 means n plus 2 plus r minus 1, it means n plus r plus 1. So this becomes n equal to 0 to infinite. Now we are in position to combine these two summations. So ultimately, what is going to happen? This one, just add these two, it means plus, sorry, not plus, minus an will be there, minus an, then outside of x to the power n plus r plus 1 and this term. So this is the, it means in this way we have been combined all the summations in a single summation. Now, as all of you know that after writing in one summation, and since we have been assumed the ascending power series, so to find the value of r, we must equate the coefficient of lowest power of Ax. So equating the coefficient of lowest power of x, lowest power of x to 0. What happened? We have, see what we will have. You may see here x power r minus 1, then x power r, then x power r plus 1, and so on. It is the lowest power of it. This one is this. So a r square, a naught is equal to 0. This implies either this 0 or a naught 0, but a naught can't be 0, because what will happen? All the constants will become 0 and get the trivial solution. So in which we are not interested. So r square equal to 0. This implies r square equal to 0, and this implies the value of r is coming 0. Value of r is coming 0, comma 0. There are two values of r, but both are 0, means both are equal. So in order to find the solution, you know what we need to do. Anyway, before proceeding, we have been equate the coefficient of lowest power of x to 0. Now we are going to equate this term to 0. So this term is equal to 0. You know what will happen? Either this 0 or a1 is 0. Yes, Mithilesh? Mithilesh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please tell me. 1 plus r square into a1 is 0. It means either this term is 0 or this term is 0. So whether it may become 0
Yes, sir.
It may 0.
Yes, sir.
If it is 0, then what will happen? The value of R will come
-1.
-1. But initially you got the value of R is 0. So if this is 0, so it is not going to contradict the position. अगर आप इसको 0 assume करते हो, in that case you will get the value of R as -1. So it is not going to contradict your position because already you have been evaluated the value of R. R has been come as 0, 0. Yes, Mithlesh?
Yes, sir.
So it means here this into this equals 0. So either this 0 or even 0. But if this 0, then it will contradict the value of R. It means it can't be 0. So this implies
A1 equal to 0.
A1 is equal to 0. There are two terms, but first term can't be 0, so this implies A1 is 0. Now after this coefficient of x power R, we are going to equate the general terms. It means this one. Coefficient of this one is going to be equated to 0. This one is equal to 0. Before here remain equal to the coefficient of x to the power R. Now we are going to equate the coefficient of x to the power n plus R plus 1. N plus R plus 1. We have like this one. So this implies the value of an plus 2 will come. N plus 2 is equal to 1 divided by this one. Then area. Where n varies from 0, 1, 2, and so on. So from here we may get the value of A2, A3, A4 and so on. Now, so it means in this way we got the values of all constants, but all these constants are in terms of R, and this is the case where both the value of R are equal. So it means solution will be first y1, thus y1 will be del y1 will be y at r equal to 0, and y2 will be del y by del r at r equal to 0. Alright, so is it okay? So first what we can do, at r equal to 0, we can evaluate the value of, then r equal to 0, the value of n plus 2 will come. This one. So r is 0, it means this term is going to be over, it means this one. So this implies n is 0, it means A2, n is 0, it means A0. N is 0, it means 2 squared. Here it is going to be 2 squared. it means simply we may say 2 square. Now, when n is 1, then a3, n is 1, then a3, n is 1, then a1, and n is 1 means 1 plus 2. But a1 is 0. So this, it means, is equal to 0. So it means a3 is equal to, now a3, then a5. a5 will come in terms of a3, and a3 is 0, so a5 is also 0. So a3, a5 is 0, then a7 is 0, and so on. So all the r terms will become 0, then r is 0. And a2 is this, and now a4. So when we think about a4, it means n equal to 2. So n equal to 2 means here 4, and 2 means here 2, and 2 means 4 square. Here it means 4 square. And this implies a2 is in terms of a0. So we may say a4 is equal to this one, then a2 is this one. So we may use that value. So 1 by 4 square, 1 by 2 square a0. Similarly, a6 will come 1 by 6 square, 1 by 4 square, 1 by 2 square into a0. So in this way, we got the values of all other constants at r equal to 0. So at r equal to 0, this one, thus what is the y1? Y1, first solution, y1 is equal to y at r equal to 0. So y at r equal to 0, r equal to 0. So y means, summation an x to the power n plus r. So r is 0. This is here. This is y at r equal to 0. So r equal to 0 means this one. And the value of an already have been evaluated. So this is equal to a0, n is 0. So a0 so it will be equal to a0, n is 0. So simply a0 will be here. a0. Then a1 is 0. Already we have shown there. Then a2. So plus a2x square, and the value of a2 is, you all know that, this one. Then a3 is 0. Then plus a4. So value of a4 is this one. a4, then x to the power 4, and plus so on. So in this way, y1 has come. y1 is equal to, we may take common a0 outside. So it becomes this one, and a0 can be taken outside. So a0, then 1 plus this one plus this one, and so on. So this is the value of y1. But it's not a complete solution. So to write the complete solution, we must evaluate the second linearly independent solution. That will come when we evaluate y del y by del r. So y is this one, and we need to differentiate it with respect to r. This one means, I am writing in simple terms, a0 x power n is 0 x power r. So what is this term? a0 For your convenience, I'm writing A naught, then and 0 x to the power r, then plus A1 plus A1 x to the power 1 plus r plus A2 x to the power r plus 2 plus so on. I hope you all may understand with this one. So when we open the summation, then we'll get like this one. Now, the value of A naught is 0. So plus 1 we may write plus. You may see, we may generalize the terms here an plus 2, so n plus 2. So if 2 then r plus 2, 1 then r plus 1, so 2 n plus 2 means what? 2 plus n plus 2. And again plus so on. So this is the value of y. Now the value of a naught is not 0, but the value of n plus 2 is given like this one. A naught. So what the value of this? It means when n is 0, even already has become 0. So n is 0, then a2. A2 means, you know, n is 0. So 2 plus r whole square. So this a1 is 0. A2 is just in the next line I'm writing. This one, so this term is 0 because a1 is 0. Now in place of a2, we may write this terms a2. It means n is 0, so 2 plus r whole square and n is 0. And this next term will be, yes, it's okay. A naught x to the power 2 plus r. And is 0, then a naught plus this one. Similarly, we may proceed further because a3 is 0 and a4 terms will be please guess it. A4 means n is 2, so a2 will be here. It means this one. N is 2, then it becomes 4. 4 plus r square, and then here a2 and a2 is 2 plus r square. You may check my calculation. Then n is 2. Then we get 4, so n is 2 means just please check it. 4 plus r and so on. I hope, is it okay? From all these places, we may take common x to the power r. X to the power r. So within bracket, this one, in fact, we can take common a naught also. So a naught. So here 1 plus x bar taken, so x is square. Here, then x power 4 and so on. This is why we are doing just to evaluate the value of y2. So now next term is we need to find del y by del r. Del y by del r. This value is equal to we differentiate it. It means first term derivative of second term plus second term derivative of first term. So just this terms first term. Now derivative of second term means it will become 0. And this term, so it is constant, it means we need to differentiate this one. So power minus 2 so minus 2 and 2 plus r power n minus 1, so 3. You all may check please. Then minus here again r plus, so here we may differentiate this one by parts. So first function derivative of second function, it means minus 2 and power 3 plus next term is this one, so plus this one, and here minus 2, here 3, then it is already 2. Please check my calculation always I'm saying. So when we differentiate second term by parts, and first function derivative second function plus second function derivative of first function, and so on. Plus second term, it is this whole bracket Shivangi she's not there.
She's telling she has some network issues, sir.
Okay.
In the
Nidhi Rai, okay Nidhi, but the second function derivative first function, but the value of its derivative, Nidhi,
What, sir?
but the derivative of x to the power r with respect to r.
So, r and 2, sir, x to the power r minus 1 something.
You are different with respect to r. Be careful.
Oh. So then it's so I have to do it, I guess.
No need to take, it means simply it is the derivative of a power x. Do you remember the formula for a power x? Nidhi?
Yes, sir.
What the derivative of a to the power x?
So I guess x ln x something like I'm just forgetting.
Don't guess it, please. You are reading mathematics now. So x to the power a to the power x log x.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, log x, no, log a. So it means here x to the power r, then into ln of x.
What? X.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And the second is there. Now we need to evaluate this del y by del r at r equal to 0. That will be the y2. So this implies y2 is equal to del y by del r at r equal to 0. Del y by del r at r equal to 0. So this is equal to del y del r already here. Just use r equal to 0. So r equal to 0, what will happen? R is 0, it means x power 0 is 1. R is 0, it means 2 to the power 3. Two to the power 3. Then R is 0. Then here 2 power 3 and 4 power 2. I think we may simplify it. I'm not going to simplify it. You all may think. Minus 2 can be taken common outside. So minus 2. This one and this is going to become plus. R is 0, it means 4 square. Here 2 to the power 3. Then 4 to the power 3. And 2 to the power 2. And 4 to the power 3. Like this one. And so on. Now r equal to 0 in this one. So x power 0 is 1. R is 0, it means 2 square. Then here 2 square and here 4 square. And plus so on. So this is the value of y2. Hence, your solution, required solution will be C1 del y by, this general solution is this one. This one. So y1 already we have been evaluated. This term. This term. Then plus C2. It has been evaluated. It is coming like this one. This one. So this implies, you may check this. Some term is going to be combined. Here this term and it is same somewhere else. Inner can be taken common. So you may see this one. This solution is nothing, it is same like this one. And it is y1. A naught, this term is y1. So a naught, this term is y1. It is separated with the term log x. We may combine these two summations. So in this way we may write the, although we may say this is the solution, or we may do some more simplification. So we may say log x into y1. Into y1. So it is the first solution. Then second solution, it is coming like this one. A naught can be taken common outside. So it becomes a constant. In fact, we may take common the minus sign also. So it may become minus and some constant you may use some constant capital A. And this whole can be taken as constant D. So plus D minus you may take common. Then worry about that. So plus this term. I'm not going to add it, you may add it, plus so on. So this is the complete solution of the equation when the roots are equal. So now if anyone have any doubts, then you may ask the question please. Yes, anyone want to ask a question? Mukesh Kumar,
Yes, sir.
is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Ritik,
Yes, sir.
is it okay? I is in confusion.
No, sir. No confusion.
Okay. So it is it was the case 2. Now next write on case 3. Now case 3. Case 3. When the roots of initial equation solution are distinct but they differ by an integer. In case 1, you have seen the roots are equal but they do not differ by an integer. In that case, solution was c1y1 plus c2y2. And second case, when the roots are equal but equal, then the solution was something different. Now third case, when the roots of in this equation are distinct but they differ by an integer. So in this case, it is going to divide into three sub cases. In these three sub cases. So going to differ by integer. Ultimately, our aim is going to find the general solution, and general solution will be obtained if we get two linearly independent solutions. So sometimes what will happen, directly we'll get the two linearly independent solution in this case. If we are getting two independent solution, then no need to do anything, and that will our requirement. But sometimes we are not going to get the two linearly independent solution. There will be some problem. Sometimes one of the question will becomes indeterminate form. Sometimes one of the question will becomes infinite. So in those cases, we need to discuss the solution distantly. So if you all permit me, then I may classify it as subcase subcase 1, and I will clear this subcase 1 with the help of example. Subcase 1, it means you may note down a question. Find the series solution find a series solution of the equation x square y double dash plus x to the power 3 plus x power 3y dash plus x square minus 2 minus 2 y equal to 0. So you all know that again in this case I'm not going to write each and everything here again. Directly you may see the screen. Here P is x and Q is x minus 2 by x square. So P is anything but Q is not anything. And but x square qx will be anything. So it means x equal to 0 be a regular single point. Because of that one, we may assume series solution. It is our equation 1. Equation 1 will assume let y equal to summation an x to the power n plus r, and n varies from 0 to infinite. So this is the solution. Therefore, it will satisfy this equation y double dash. You all know this one. It means n plus r, then n plus r minus 1, and here minus 2. Y dash, it means here xy double dash, it means xy dash. Y dash means n plus r, x power r minus 1. Then this term y means this one. So after this step, you know what we need to do? We can combine all the summations. So our target is going to do in that direction, that we may combine all the summations. How we can combine? You know, this is equal to, this implies x square means here n plus r, then x power 3, it means n plus 3, so n plus r plus 2, then here one term is n plus r plus 2, but second term is minus minus 2 x plus x y n plus r. This term is equal to 0. Okay. Now we may this term. Now we may combine all the summations, and we can equate the coefficient of lowest power of px to 0. Then other coefficient to evaluate the value of constants. I hope first and last can be combined, and second and fourth can be combined initially by the first impression. So when we combine first and last, so an is common, n plus r is common. So here minus 2, it becomes minus 2 an. An x to the power n plus r. Now these two terms can be combined. So n plus r, then plus 1 an is common, x power n plus r. This one. So both terms summations have been converted into two summations. Now we may use the same procedure, that this series is going to start from x to the power r, but this is from x to the power r plus 2. And two terms are still in this one, so we may separate them here. We may separate them. So first term is first term plus second term, then third term. So n equal to 0, it means simply r, n is 0, it means r minus 1 a naught. N is 0, the next power r will come here. X to the power r. Then second term n equal to 1, and here 1. So here 1 and x power n plus 1. Now the next term is here. So this n is going to start from 2 to infinite. But in order to combine all these, we may replace n by n plus 2. N by n plus 2. So here n plus 2, n plus r plus 2, n by n plus 2. N plus 2 means n plus r plus 1, n plus r plus 2, and here n will start from 0 to infinite. Now we may combine these two summations, and are going to combine. Then you may equate the value of the lowest power of the x to 0. So the first term, quotient term is like this term. By equating this, you may get the value of r. Rest I will discuss in the next class. Just wait a minute, then we will leave the class. Now we may leave the class, please.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.